Worst case, I'll send my fleet of cruisers off to hunt down any... Yeah, split off from the main shit. Go fuck them up. That's what the cruisers are here for, mainly. Just faster than the battleships. They also support a good deal, but, you know, they're a lot faster. They can move over to take out crap.
Hostile fleet engaged.
See, the torpedoes just bypass the shields completely. They also do have disruptors on the... You can see the torpedoes are the ones that get shot off, despite the fact that they're miles away.
Situation log updated.
My armies are making short work of these, although those Gene Warrior guys are packing a punch. Once again, they send more ships into the slaughter.
Enemy planet secured. Hostile fleet engaged.
Just keep sending groups of 2 to come do something. I don't know what the hell they're doing.
Situation log updated.
And once we arrive, we just sort of hold here for a bit, I imagine. I'll push forward. I'm going to leave the Crusader ships here, cruiser ships here, just because... well, they keep doing this! Which is hilarious. And kind of weird, but, you know, still hilarious. Why would you do that? I don't know what they're aiming to accomplish exactly.
Situation log updated.
But yeah, they keep building those. And they'll keep building them over and over and over again and keep sending them. Because that's what the AI does. The AI loses its bulk fleet, which it did to the other faction that was invading it. Which we'll see if they're still at war. I don't think they are. No, they are. Still at war. Are they?
Analyzed.
No, they're not. They're at war with other people. I thought that was the same sigil. They're not at war anymore. That rhymed. They are at war with other people. Yeah. Now they're at war with the North. I'm not the only one who has this idea, I think. Take advantage of their weakened state to take shit from them. I don't know what the hell they're doing.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Mind outside ship, those guys are shit themselves. Ah! Hide from the missiles! Friendly fire.
Under attack.
All that for one fucking ship, by the way. Douche. Yeah. Alright. With that done, we'll grab this. Smack bang over to there. And we'll keep hitting planet after planet to get more war score. We've already occupied all the ones that we need to occupy. The rest I don't really give a shit about. There's actually 2 in this sector. Interesting. I'm gonna leave the cruiser where they are because they're
Debris analyzed.
You guys are gonna go back and join my my main strike force, right?
Hostile fleet engaged.
More easy targets, my cruisers.
Situation log updated.
No. I was fucking going into the orbit of the moon rather than doing what I told it to fucking do.
Debris analyzed. Hostile fleet engaged.
Again with the fucking... Good lord. It's gone from funny to just stupid.
Situation log updated.
No, take the fight to them, lads. You'll tip us over to the 60%, and I'm pretty sure we can end the war there. Although I'm pretty sure I could probably end it now. Nah, not quite. I need at least 60. There you go. This occupation should tip us over to 60%, and that'll be that. Victory. I still have not integrated the new vassals into our shit, though. Maybe I have to be at peace for it to tick over or something.
Enemy planet secured.
There you go. No, there you go. I was like, where? You say what? Why has my advanced fleet disappeared? That's stupid. Here's a thing, which I am going to do. It's a bit expensive influence-wise, but I'm going to do it. Reduces the frustrations, yeah. I won't do it anymore, because we've only got 300 and we aren't going up or down in it. I've got the 8 out of 7 planets, which will be fixed, actually, once I learn that in, like, 46 months. But for now, at least, we're just waiting. I will eventually turn this into a giant sector in itself. And by the way, everyone's kind of, like, bitchy with me, because of, like, I'm now a threat, apparently. I think I've grown to a certain point where I look menacing, but, you know, either way. The only planet that worries me are these guys, because they are racist against aliens. Which is why I've got a fleet in orbit and I'm sending every ground force that I have to garrison the planet. So, I'm not sure if that make any difference, but, you know, having an army there's got to make a difference, right? I've also spent a bunch of influence on that and that, which is nice. It's helping out. Anyway, we'll skip ahead. Anything interesting happens, I will show you. Hey guys, so I have successfully terraformed the shit out of this place to make it continental, whatever. So I can now colonize that planet, but not until I make all of this into a section. And I found out where to I didn't actually realize how long we had to wait for this, but we still have to wait 200 months just for these guys to become part of our shit. And I am struggling to keep them fucking loyal, to be honest. I've had to give them a lot of research deals and trade tributes and everything just to keep them not being a bitch. Because of relative power of subjects, which just keeps going down, despite the fact that they're inferior in all ways other than technology, apparently. It's very odd. They have, like, about 10k fleet power. I have 40k alone, just above Earth, and another 10k, you know. I have basically a 51k against 10k. How the hell would they have a relative power of subject? I don't get that at all. Anyway, these guys, the League dudes, are still... First of all, they hate me. I've named them my rivals, by the way. Because I'm going to join these guys, the Axis guys. Because they are very powerful, these two guys allied here. And if I allied with them as well, that's basically this entire section under our control. And I can count on them to help me against the Star Pact lot. In order to get them to like me, I've declared basically everyone that they're rivals with, I've declared as rivals as well. So I've declared these guys are my rivals also. That's also given me influence every turn, which is nice. Since I'm like still like -3 from doing the subject bollocks that we're doing. But But yeah, I can do either one or two things. I could attack these guys again and claim more land from them, which is possible, but at the same time, their primary race is these guys who are, like, racist as shit. I could be like, yeah, I could pick and choose between factions. Like, literally the only planet that's causing me trouble are these guys. And I've managed to get most of them to change their ethical standpoint by spending quite a bit of influence and whatnot on boosting to that percentages and shit. But still, if I take any, I could target these guys and take specifically the planets that, specifically the planets. We're going with that, yeah, sure. that's completely right. Specifically the planets that aren't racist as shit, basically. Because the ones that aren't fucking bastards just are easy to control. Especially the pacifists, you know. Yeah, pacifists. The spiritual ones are all cool as well, but actually, I'm kind of rethinking that, right? Either way. Our first order of business will be to attack these guys. Simply because we can, basically. And what we're going to do is just vassalize them. Because it'll be very easy to destroy these guys. I don't want to integrate them into my thing because I don't want the borders connecting to the Fallen Empire. Which, interestingly enough, does, according to the internet, as I looked it up to see if anybody else had it, the Fallen Empire will not attack the AI despite the fact that it is stealing and got borders right next to them. The Fallen Empire will completely ignore the AI, apparently, which is shitty, but there you go. I suppose one doesn't want the AI getting annihilated by the Fallen Empire, but at the same time, surely the AI could be smart enough to, you know, follow the same fucking rules that I'm following and be smart enough to avoid pissing them off. But either way, the first order of business will be wiping out these guys, and by wiping them out, I just mean making them my bitch. And these guys should be weak enough to the point that I don't have to worry about that relative power crap, because these guys are pathetic. Pathetic, yeah. And they're only equivalent tech-wise. And they're also pacifists and, you know, collectives, so they might hate me for a bit, but they won't hate me for long, in theory. We'll send in the Vance fleet. I should make short work of any issues. Like I said, these guys' power is pathetic compared to ours, so I don't think we'll have any trouble at all wiping them out. How are these guys responding to me attacking them? Yeah, they're fine. Let's see, I'm hoping that these guys that I'm about to take won't have relative power of subjects. Won't have as much negative for that as the other guys do. I hope. We are taking our sweet fucking time with that jump. Okay, now we're moving. My allies have already sent all a large amount of troops over here as well, which is nice. They'll follow me. We'll clash over there. All will be fine. We should make swift work of these guys. If any luck, we'll take minimal losses, if any. With the numbers we're sending against them, they should stand no chance in hell. Especially when their armies are shit. I do have a transport fleet just standing by, which was just hovering over the Arctic world in case it rebels. So I do have a full ground force there anyway, so...
Hostile fleet engaged.
We should make short work of these guys. Take out their space station, bombard the planet, and that'll be that.
Situation log updated.
I just think we're just going to keep these guys as vassals, more than likely. I have no real interest in pissing off the Fallen Empire for any time soon. The Commonwealth guys are pretty big, and I'm actually rethinking possibly attacking the Pact guys again, and just taking the planets that aren't going to be royal pains in my ass.
Hostile fleet engaged. Hostile fleet engaged.
You see how much more effective the energy weapons are. They keep doing that occasional sabotage. I can't seem to completely eradicate myself with that faction. I'm just like kind of gonna let them rebel and then crush them afterwards. Give me a legal reason to kill them all. But you can see how the energy weapons are just so much more effective. It's not even effective so much as efficient. Just because they're so much faster and just hit directly rather than taking ages to move across my screen and hit the enemy. Half of my shit disappears in thin air because the targets are dead by the time the missiles reach him.